Do you have a hard time writing a personal bio or like your about page for your website or like a meet the team interview? I think everybody does. It's really hard to shift the focus from talking about what you're doing and what you've done in the past and make that into something that people are actually going to read. It's easy enough to create like a 100-word, I love cats and I do hiking and stuff like that. But to actually go into a little more depth, where do you start, right? I've had this issue in the past, and because of that, I turned it into a template that's become hugely popular with my clients, that I've referred them to when they're looking for like something that's like fill in the blank that just dissolves the thinking, and all people need to do is just put one or two sentences and send it back, and then now they've got a far more human and interesting about page or meet the team page. If you actually Google awesome meet the team interview, right now my article is #1 on Google as of this video. So what's the shift? What's the change? Well, it's one of the leading questions. The first question is, what is a big problem or a key problem in your clients' lives that you want to fix? Out of the gate, the focus is not so much on just you and your background, but it's on your awareness of the context of what's going on in your clients' lives or your visitors' lives. Because if they're visiting your website and they're poking around, looking at your about page and so on, they want to get a sense of who's the person behind the service. Are they the kind of person I'd like to work with? How can I get to know them? So that's what this interview does. You start with that place. Then you transition into, well, what are your skill sets? And how are you using them to respond to that problem? And then you end with, how would you like things to ultimately be in your clients' lives, right? And then within that, you've got some other questions that are like, how are you, feeding yourself, right? In terms of learning, what like podcasts and books are you reading? Like stuff like, what's your archetype? What kind of person are you? What are your interests? What are your hobbies, right? More often than not, stuff that we do as hobbies is fun and energizing and is a great indicator of the kind of person that you are. So if you've written an about page and or an interview and you're really proud of it, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will read it. I will let you know what I think. Promise it'll be good. And if you're having a problem, if you'd like some help with yours, go ahead and shoot me a message. I will absolutely respond, and I would love to give you a hand. And hey, if this interview template is helpful to you and you end up using it, absolutely, let's share it here in this thread and show people, what you think. Thanks again for watching, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you.